Happy beginning of the week, fragrant friends. It's Sunday and tomorrow is Monday. I hope everybody had a great weekend and is rested and energized and has a positive outlook for the upcoming week. I'm going to end my Sunday, or actually we are going to end our Sunday with just a little wine spritzer. I'm feeling like a little wine spritzer, and it is inspired by this fragrance. This is C by Armani, but this is the Eau de Toilette. This one doesn't get a whole lot of love, but I love it. It is a mixture of rose, there's some strawberry, there's mango, and blackcurrant, just a whole bunch of different stuff in there. Really what I get is a beautiful fresh rose, and that blackcurrant that I get in the regular C, but it's just a very much so lighter version, it's not as heavy with the vanilla and things like that. So I think that would be a good drink to make today. So what I'm gonna start with is just a little bit of this black currant syrup. So I got this, I had never had black currant, and I was upset because we don't really produce this in the US. I guess it all has to do with a tree and some disease that gets passed on. But I looked that up on Wikipedia. I'm just gonna put a little bit since it's maybe just a little bit more. But what I learned with this, since I did try it before this video, it's sweet and it's sweetened artificially, so it has a little bit of that aftertaste. So I'm not gonna add a whole lot of it, but again, in the perfume there's not a whole lot of it. It's mostly just a rose, kind of like a fruity light rose fragrance. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna add is some rose water, which smells very fragrant, and it's just a plain water, no taste. I'm gonna add a good amount of that, since, like I said, the fragrance is mostly rose. And because it has strawberry in it, the strawberry, like I said, it's not identifiable really as strawberry, but I really think that strawberry and roses work very well together. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of strawberry wine. Are you drinking today, friend? Yeah, just a little bit? Okay, just a little bit. All right, and we're gonna make it fluffy. I got this at Aldi. They have a lot of these Pacific fruit wines that are pretty cool. And the last thing, we gotta add a little bit of bubbly. This is just a sparkling water that I got from Target, and it's strawberry mango. So this covers the mango and the strawberry that are in the fragrance. So I'm gonna add that. There we go for you, friend. And I just threw some little roses on top, some dried roses on top to make it pretty, because we're going to be drinking out of a straw today, so we're not really going to get the fragrance, but it looks nice. Oh, and I have to say thank you to my mama for this cute cup. It has little affirmations on it. It says, enjoy life, proud of myself, brave, or be brave, right? Love yourself, be happy, smile more, enjoy life, all of that. So, and then this other one that has a sea theme, which is beautiful as well. So these are really fun. They have bamboo tops and glass straws. So I'm just gonna mix this up and get into the video. I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey fragrant friends, I hope everybody's doing good. So the drink is a little bit too fruity. I shouldn't have put as much of the blackcurrant syrup. And I should know, I guess, by the color, it doesn't quite match. This is very light, but it's still very rosy, fruity, and delicious. So, but it's still a good drink. We are going to talk about orange blossoms. I did a reel. I don't know if you guys saw it. It was my first reel. I tried. I thought it was kind of cute, but I tried. But we're going to talk about orange blossom, orange blossom fragrances for spring and summer. If you guys want to know, my scent of the evening is a body oil by Amber Bijou. This is Let That Man Go. And I think that's true if he's not treating you right, but men are good to have around, so only if he's not doing you right. But I mixed it with Yakin, so this is a mango fragrance. But Yakin is a dupe for Martha by Memo, and it's pretty much, so I get a lot of yellow florals. It's a white tuberose and lang lang, but I get a lot of the yellow florals from here, and then I get like a soft kind of musky powdery vanillic base. It smells really pretty. So that is my scent of the night, kind of a mango with some tropical florals, yellow florals. But anyway, let's talk about the orange blossoms. So the first one is Perdition. I've talked about this a lot on my channel. This is by Noble 1942. This is pretty similar to Love Don't Be Shy by Killian, except it doesn't have as much of that thick, intense, thick sweetness that Love Don't Be Shy has. This is the neroli, that beautiful neroli, but it also is kind of tempered by some lavender, and it just seems like the heavy, thick powderiness that Love Don't Be Shy has in it is much more tempered down in here. So this is definitely sweet, but you do get that kind of bitter neroli in the beginning with a little lavender, but that orange blossom is very, very sweet. So like a candied orange blossom, I would say this fragrance is like. Really, really nice. Sweet if you like that, so you kind of have to know what you like when you get that. Another sweet one is Elisab, Girl of Now Shine. This is an orange blossom that's powdery. It's iris, but it's also like a powdered candy. It's not, it has a pineapple note. It's much brighter on the top. This is really nice. How would I describe this? Just the pineapple. I don't know that I could say that it's a pineapple. I don't know if I could pick that out, but it definitely is bright and kind of citrusy on top, maybe even juicy on top. This is another candy-like fragrance, but it's more fresh than the Perdition. It's still sweet and orange blossom. So orange blossom, pretty much any orange blossom fragrance I would say is going to be on the sweeter side, because it is in general a sweeter flower. You can have it on the more fresh side when it's done just purely in a floral way. It is a little bit more fresh, but it's sweet still in a floral way. But here it's like a candied, it's like a powdery candy citrus. And this one lasts. This is a good lasting fragrance. So that iris comes through too to give it that powderiness. Really beautiful. And let's see, the next one is more on the fresh side, I would say. This is Vibrant Orange and Neroli, and this is by Emir, the Emir collection. I think this is Paris Corner, Emir. So this one is going to be dupe for Byredo Sundays, and it is, where's the nozzle? There it is. A very clean, see, that neroli is pretty sharp at the top. It's good, but it has a very clean nature to it, almost like laundry. So it's orange blossom. There's a heavy note of actual orange in here. And in the background, there's like a musky cotton candy sweetness that comes through, and it's definitely builds over time, definitely comes through over time as that neroli kind of sits back a little bit, but it stays present throughout the fragrance. It's really nice. So really, really pretty. That one develops on skin nicely. You got to put this on skin. I don't know, people, and I think I understand. I don't always want to spray on my skin either, but the fragrances really do develop on your skin. fully, you know, when you put them on clothes, they don't get the warmth of your skin to kind of blossom all the way. So I don't know, you kind of have to decide what's right for you as far as how you want to spray. But I've been doing a mix of both, you know, maybe spray on your pulse points and, you know, with your clothes to keep those top and mid notes. This one I haven't talked about on my channel at all. This was a newer one that I got in my absence. But this is Reina. This is, I don't even know who this is by. This is, oh, Mason Alhambra. And it's a dupe of Oriana. So it has raspberry and that fluffy kind of marshmallowy orange blossom. Really pretty, really fruity, kind of citrusy on top. A nice tart-ish raspberry on top. And that marshmallow feel is really, really great for, it's light, you know, light but present at the same time. And girly, these two, the vibrant orange and neroli and this one would actually layer pretty well. They have a similar profile. The vibrant orange and neroli would make it a little bit cleaner, but this is not too heavy. That it's fluffy. It's more fluffy and musky and fruity, citrusy, you know, at the top. This is fun. This is, I don't know. I think this is an easy reach. I think all of these fragrances would be an easy reach for springtime and summer. They're just simple fragrances. They're nothing too complicated, you know? Really nice. The next one is probably the most floral out of the bunch. I got this a long time ago at a great price. Now this house is an older house, it's Oubigan, and it's a French house. If you look on the line to see, you know, how much this fragrance is online, I think it's like over $200. I paid about $40 for this fragrance, so you just have to wait for it to go on sale. If you're into like pure florals, because this is green, you get the stems, you get the leaves, you know, you get that kind of bright neroli, but this is a very sweet floral fragrance, so you feel like it's fresher because it's floral, but it's still a very, very literal floral. I think it also has some jasmine in it too. Yes, you can get the green. It's nice. I love florals. You know, I like a wide a wide variety of fragrances, and I definitely do love a straight up floral. I think they definitely have their place. I think they feel very elegant. I think they feel very romantic. And my mom thinks they're old, I guess because people, you know, as she was growing up, they were very popular back in her, when she was growing up, but I just think they're very feminine. All these fragrances are feminine. I think orange blossom is a very feminine note in general. But yeah, this is just a straight up floral, you know. Orange blossom with some green, a little bit of jasmine. I think that might be what is giving it the green too, because jasmine can have a very green feel to it. But yeah, very, very floral. This is flowers. So if you're not into flowers, you won't like that. Let me move these out of the way. This is another rendition of Love Don't Be Shy. I would say this is Chopard Collection Orange Moresque. And let's see, the bottle is ew. The bottle is ew. That's all I can say. But it is kind of like a more resinous Love Don't Be Shy. Let me spray. Let me see. Oh yeah. Definitely has some. This is also more floral, okay? It sweetens up. This is less on that powdery, sweet, fluffy candy, marshmallow, whatever. This is definitely more, more orange blossom, more floral, and more resinous, but it sweetens up over time. But you definitely get that. It's like a mildly sweetened by maybe amber or something like that. I can't remember what's in here, but it's definitely not as sweet. So it's even less sweet as the Perdition. So this, if you're looking for Love Don't Be Shy, maybe, and you want it dialed way back as far as the sweetness and the powderiness goes, this might be one that you look for. I have to look up the notes here, but I'm really getting just an orange blossom that has some maybe amber or something like that in it. Very pretty. So it's probably, like I said, dialed way back from Love Don't Be Shy, but I could see a mild similarity there. Let's get away from that type of orange blossom, that very candied, well, at least for a little bit. But this is YSL and this is the EDT. So this is Lieb, the EDT. And this is a lavender orange blossom. And there's also jasmine and there's tea in here. This fragrance is so lovely, and it's the lavender that makes it how would I say, I almost wanted to say rough on the top, but it's not necessarily rough. It's more aromatic, you know, maybe a little I want to say spicy, but it's not spicy. Maybe a little herbaceous at the top, for sure, with that lavender. The orange blossom comes through with a sweetness, and you definitely get the tea and the jasmine as well, but the orange blossom is in here, you can pick it up. So it's just a different style of orange blossom, more fresh, clean. This lasts forever. If you spray this is great projecting, and has great longevity as well. So very beautiful. How can I say, it's probably not very sweet. This is definitely less sweet than all these others that I've mentioned here, but that orange blossom, like I said, definitely does bring that sweetness. So I don't know, not a lot of people like this one, but I like this. I think it could be the lavender. People are kind of averse to lavender, and I mean, I get it. Everybody has something that they gravitate to or something that kind of turns them off, so lavender tends to be one of those things, but I definitely love this. So that is YSL, the EDT. And again, I mean, it's perfect for now because it's hot. And I'm thinking about these humid days. It's been pretty humid here in Houston, and this would be great because it kind of is not too sweet. I need a fragrance, or a lot of fragrances, that are gonna kind of fight the humidity, gonna fight the funk or the threat of funk, because we're not funky over here, but we want the threat of funk. We don't want threats over here. So I need fragrances like this with not a lot of sweetness on those humid days to kind of like suck everything up so I stay dry. But yeah, if you haven't tried this one out, try it out. The next one is a beautiful fruity. This is fruity with pomegranate. This is Elisab, the Resort Collection EDT. So there's pomegranate, orange blossom, and patchouli are what I pick up mostly from this fragrance. I think, oh, there's some ylang-ylang in here, so it makes it a little creamy. But when you, this is so good. When you spray it, you definitely get that pomegranate. There could be another citrus in here, maybe some orange or something like that. I can't remember, but it's definitely red, and the ylang-ylang mixed with that, and the orange blossom. As it dries down, you get the patchouli, and it just makes everything a little bit deeper, a little bit richer. I always say there's a type of patchouli and fragrance that I like, and when it's put with florals, it gives it a little bit of feels kind of humid. It feels very like you're walking through some place that's humid, and it's okay to be a little bit hot, a little bit sweaty, you know, maybe you're out by the beach or you're by a pool or something like that, where, you know, it's okay to do that. And maybe not, I don't know, would I wear this to work? I don't know, but this is more like a playful fragrance. So this is Elisab, the Resort Collection, and this is 2017. There's a blue one, I think it has fig, but I like this one. I haven't tried the other one actually, but I'm not a fig lover, so this is probably the one that I'm gonna stick with. Put that back there. This one I've had forever. I don't wear it. I don't know. I think it's discontinued even right now. This is La Vie Belle L'Eclat, and this is a brighter, more definitely orange blossom centered iris, and you get a little hint of the original La Vie Belle in there, but really it's bright and it's citrusy Yeah, and you get a little bit of iris in there too as it starts to dry down. This is easy. This is just an easy wear. On the sweet scale, it's a little bit sweet, and I think it gets a little bit sweeter as it dries down too, but it's not gonna overwhelm you. I mean, yeah, it's not gonna be an overwhelming sweetness. I would say it's mid as far as like the sweet scale goes. Maybe if we're on a 0 to 10, it's probably about a 5 or so. So yeah, gotta wear this more. You know how it goes. I mean, you see. This is one that I was in love with. Well, I'm still in love with it. I just put it to the side for a little bit. But this is Oranges Bigoradas, and this is by Maison Lancôme. There is orange, there's orange blossom, there is a tea note in here, a black tea note. That it's like a tea note. I know some teas can be smoky, and so whatever that type of tea, lapsang sung, I'm sorry if I'm not saying it correctly, but that's what I'm remembering, makes this fragrance definitely interesting. So as it dries down, that it's just a hint of smokiness in here, but definitely orange. And I don't find that, oh, it's clean. This is clean and it's smooth. And there's that hint of smokiness in there. Oh, I smell it, definitely. But it's up close and it just mixes so nicely with everything else. I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna wear this one again this week. This is really beautiful. Clean, smooth, orangey with a black tea note that's a little bit smoky. For sure. I'm gonna take this one back out. I'm gonna wear it this week. Is that all the notes that were in there? I can't remember. No, I think that was it. Definitely we're trying. I'm out of the loop when it comes to what is discontinued and what's not. So I'm not trying to, you know, say things. If I know that they are, I'll mention it, but I'm not trying to, you know, I'm just telling you what I'm gonna be wearing. So I'm not trying to make it difficult for you. If it's worth it to find it and you can find it, get a sample, all that good stuff that people say, you know. But yeah, that's that. The next one that I have is really easy, and this is Neroli Bianca by Guerlain. It's one of the Aqua Allegorias. This came out years ago. You know, these fragrances, they come and go so quickly. They always come out, I think, with a new group of them each summer, or I don't know, each year at least. And this one, like I said, I've had this for years and years, but this one is like I always describe it as like an orange pez. Yeah, that neroli, it's bitter at the top. You can feel, it's almost like a hint of spiciness. It's almost like there's some juiciness in here too. Ooh. Yeah, so it's almost like you have this orange rind and you squeeze it and you get the, you know, the orange oil that kind of squeezes out or pops out. That mixed with an orange juice, some flowers, like maybe the orange blossom around it, but it also gets powdery. This is beautiful. These, I don't know, I find them overpriced because they don't have the best longevity. This lasts maybe 4 or 5 hours, I would say, but they're meant to be kind of light and airy fragrances for the season. So just like cologne style, you just spray them on, easy to wear. That's how I find this, but it's very, very nice. Like all parts, maybe like all parts of the orange, you know, because the white part, the pith, that's kind of a little bitter. I feel like I get that in there too. Oh, it's nice. But if you've tried this, let me know, or any of these. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are of all the things that I mentioned. So you guys talk to me in the comments. So that is Aqua Allegoria by Guerlain. This is Neroli Bianca. The next one that I have is by Dusita, and this is Anankara, and this is a orange and vanilla. I think there's cedar wood, definitely some orange blossom, but I love these sprayers. Watch. Oh. it wasn't as good as I was expecting. I think then there's another one that sprays better, but this one is beautiful. Okay, so I get a little, it's definitely more candied. But what am I smelling? Maybe something green in here as well. Could be the cedar. I know cedar wood can be very fresh and clean. I definitely like that in certain doses. There's something in here that makes me feel like it's slightly spicy. Maybe green spicy. Not sure. I'm gonna have to look up the notes, but this one is another beautiful fragrance. Now, my oranges can't have too much of that green spice, like basil. Speaking of aqua allegories, we're gonna backtrack a little bit. I used to have the mandarin basilica and mandarin and basil, and I had to give that one away. I just couldn't get with the herbal, you know, nature of the basil mixed with the orange. I don't know. I mean, maybe as like a home fragrance, but as a fragrance that I wore on my body, I just didn't like it. So this definitely doesn't have that degree of herbaceousness to it, but there could be something kind of greenish, maybe mildly spicy-ish to this fragrance, but it's still candied. It's still on the fresher side, and it's still a beautiful fragrance, easy to wear. Again, probably about that 5-ish on the sweet scale. If you haven't tried this, I think it's worth a try. Really beautiful. So that's Anamkara. Don't hold me to that. The atomizer, I think it was I have Moonlight in Chiang Mai, and that one is pressurized. You know how it just kind of spreads out. I was hoping for that. But anyway, this Elisab, and any Elisab I think is going to have some orange blossom. I think Francis Kirkjohn did the Elisab line. And so I think you're going to find, and in Elisab, I think the focus of these fragrances is definitely orange blossom with some jasmine. This one has red fruits. This is Elisab Le Parfum in white. Definitely more ambery orange blossom with some berries at the top. Again, it's fresh, it's tart. I wore this in high heat. I actually have a reel for this one too. High heat. I wore it. It was humid, over 100 degrees, and it wore and it stuck around, and I didn't feel uncomfortable at all wearing this fragrance. Could be the tartness of the fruits in here, but I don't know what it was. It just worked very well in the high heat. So this one I can't say. It's almost like this is perfect. I love those fragrances that are fruity and floral, almost fruity floral with a gourmand touch. That's probably one of my favorite fragrant categories, and so especially this time of year, but it's just beautiful. It makes me want to continue smelling it, so I'm gonna put it down. So that's Elisab Love in White. And the last one, when I was getting these ready for this video, I picked it up and I took the top off, and I swear I smelled some floral caramel. And it's this is Elisab Le Parfum Intense. Okay, I will forever refer to this as my man getting perfume, and it is so, it just gets richer. Yes, it has some vanilla. Like I don't know that I've picked the vanilla up like that before. But I feel a little bit of a vanilla. You know how a vanilla can be very like rich and buttery? It's definitely in a smaller dose, definitely kind of sits in the background with the patchouli. But that orange blossom is syrupy sweet. I don't know. I think you can still get this fragrance. Have you guys tried this? Let me know. And let me know what your thoughts. Like, do you pick up what I pick up? I'm always saying stuff. I don't know if people, I know people have different experiences with fragrances, and I always want to know if people pick up what I'm describing, or do you sense it in a different way? Do you experience it in a different way? Let me know. You know, I'm definitely curious and open, and definitely like to hear different points of view. So whatever it is, you know, we can talk about it. However you experience your fragrances, whether it's even positive or negative, you know, it's not a serious thing over here, but I definitely feel like this is a very sensual, sexy fragrance. Again, this is another one where that patchouli makes it feel just humid, you know, when you're outside. Maybe it's like a evening date or a nighttime date, and you're outside and it's humid. You've got a cute little sundress on, or, you know, some cute flowy shorts or a skirt or something like that. And you just feel like your skin is so moisturized. You feel the humidity on your skin, and you're kind of glowy and shiny. Girl, this one, that man's in trouble. You won't have to let him go, because he's gonna act right with this one. Okay, so that is Elisa Intense, the Parfum Intense. Okay. Okay, that's it for my orange blossom video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any, you know, orange blossoms that you think I should know about. I'm always curious to know, of course. I love to try new things and new fragrances. So you guys have a great week. If you make the drink, let me know what you think about it. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, friends. Bye-bye.